And Schlittler watching now as Bednar pitches for the third time in 3 days. Personally, it would have been cool to see somebody try to throw a complete game, as rare as they are. But you got to think about the next series and all that.
The loudest ovation we heard from this crowd tonight was when Schlittler went back out for the 8th inning. It just tells you how hungry they are for old school starting pitching.
And how economical he was as well in that 8th inning. 7 pitches, 5 for strikes.
Career high pitch count had been 100. That was at the White Sox on the 30th of August.
And he grew up a Red Sox fan?
He grew up a Red Sox fan. He has converted his entire family, and they're going to be wearing and rooting for those pinstripes for years to come. 2-2. Bregman held up.
Third straight day for Bednar. He's done it 3 times in his career. He's got 3 saves, 3 for 3. Hasn't allowed a run doing so.
3-2. And that misses. That's a walk for Bednar. Schlittler, by the way, did not have a 3-ball count after the 2nd inning. That's how in control he was. No 3-ball counts after the 2nd inning. The Iceman, Ivan Salkowski, delivering us that little nugget. In postseason history, not Yankee history, first pitcher with 8 or more scoreless and 12 Ks and no walks. The definition of dominance. Yoshida bounces one to Jazz. He will get the out there, slow to transfer it, and it was slowly hit. There's 1 out.
And that's the clock. He knew there was no chance to get 2. Set the feet, even though the transfer was not clean, and get the shore out at second.
2 outs away from a trip to Toronto. Frustrating series offensively for the often red hot and sometimes suddenly cold Cedar Rafaela. That is foul. He's 0 for 9 in the series.
And the other thing that Schlittler has allowed Aaron Boone and that bullpen out there to do is you get not only tomorrow off, but you get today off as well. Only Bednar had to throw. Tomorrow off, and it's a fresh set of arms going into Toronto.
Good point. And for the most part, the bullpen's been strong here in September.
But you still have to get 2 big outs.
One out away and a strikeout of Rafaela. Nathaniel Lowe, last chance for Boston. And strike number 1. A very disappointing finish to last year in the World Series in Game 5. Not that any team needs motivation, but they had a little extra coming into this season. Yoshida will take second. This one is popped up. McMahon. And the Yankees have completed step one on their way back to a World Series. There's a lot of smiling, and you can see one of the back page headlines just saying, "Holy Schlitt." Cam Schlittler was the story of the night and the series for the Yankees. Not only what he did in this one, but what potentially he can do moving forward, Tony.
Well, to Eduardo's earlier point, Yankees starting pitching in this series a 1.33 ERA, led by Cam Schlittler tonight, who was utterly dominant.
They didn't need to really hit the long ball in this series. They did get home runs from Volpe. They did get home runs as well, but it's most important to know that they were able to do it with their speed. Rice, Volpe with the power and the wild card.
For the Red Sox, a disappointing end in a season in which a lot of folks looked at the talent on the team and said, I believe they're a playoff team. And they did get there, and they got there with a depleted crew. Alex Cora has kind of changed the culture of the clubhouse again to fit the team that he had. But on this night, it's the New York Yankees who end what had been a recent string of Red Sox defeats at the hands of Boston in the postseason. They are the winners tonight. They move on to Toronto. They play in the division series.
Especially after losing game one. To win 2 in a row, they had the home field advantage, but nonetheless, only 2 out of 20 teams in this wild card era have come back and not been swept after losing game one.
This was a lot easier than the last catch Ryan McMahon had to make. A little Charlie Hayes-ish with World Series catch, but Cam Schlittler there with the guy he replaced right in front of him, Clark Schmidt. And Aaron Judge, a fist pump. Aaron Boone, congratulations. Moving on to take on the Blue Jays. You ride the broad shoulders of a 24-year-old Cam Schlittler. Buster.